제가 그냥 여기서 하면 되는 거 아닌가요? 그냥 마우스로.
먼저 혹시 저기서 PPT를 넣는 일이 있으면 쓰시라고.
아, 예, 그냥 이거 마우스로 하겠습니다. 왜냐면 이 동영상 때문에. 이,
네, 저희가 이거 잠깐 수정된 게 있어가지고 혹시 잠시만요.
저희 나중에 세션 2
Already click. Oh, is black. From side. Yeah.
예, 팀장님.
참관하신 분은 자리 없어요. 예, 예. 바깥쪽에 우선 저기 로비 쪽에 거기 차타 쪽에 보시면 의자가 있잖아요. 거기 좀 대기하시다가 여기 중간에 환상회의장이 끝나면 그 안에 몇 분이 없어요. 네. 그렇죠. 많이 오실 필요 없죠. 최소화하라고 말씀 안 드렸을 때.
여러분 저희는 한 2분 정도 후에 진행될 예정입니다. 자리에 계신 분들은 핸드폰 진동으로 부탁드리겠습니다. 저쪽에서 한번 해주세요. 혹시라도 just in case. 네. 여러분 자관님 및 방한단 들어오고 계십니다. 여러분 큰 박수 부탁드리겠습니다. 웰컴. 네, please have a seat. 착석해 주시기 바랍니다. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. 안녕하십니까? 내외 기빈 여러분. 지금부터 제4차 한방 조인트 PPP 플랫폼을 시작하겠습니다. Welcome to the first joint PPP platform meeting between Korea and Bangladesh. My name is Chris Song Kim. I'm calling in charge of G2G cooperation matter on behalf of the kind, and will be the host of today's meeting. It's my great pleasure to meet all of you. 저는 금일 사회를 맡게 된 김소응이라고 합니다. 금번 행사 사회를 맡게 되어 영광으로 생각합니다. 금일 행사는 귀빈 소개 및 축사, 그리고 확정 사업 공표, 사진 촬영 및 양국의 신규 사업을 소개하는 순으로 진행할 예정입니다. The contents of today's meeting are introduction of the honored guests and their speech and declaration of G2G project, which is Pubacha Newtown Electric Distribution Line. After that, photo time with a break, and lastly, introduction of the new project from both countries. 자, 이제 먼저 자리해 주신 내외 기빈 여러분 소개가 있겠습니다. 먼저 방글라데시 측입니다. Before we started, I would like to introduce the honored guest first of all. From Bangladesh, Honorable Secretary and CEO of PPP Authority, Madam Sultana Afroz is here. 술타나 아프로즈 청장님 오셨습니다. 여러분 큰 박수 부탁드리겠습니다. Next, Secretary and Chairman of LAJUK, Mr. Amin Ullah Nuri is here. 아민 울라 누리 수도개발 청장님 자리해 주셨습니다. 여러분 큰 박수 부탁드리겠습니다. Next, Joint Secretary Power Division, Mr. Muhammad Najmul Abedin is here. 나즈물 아베딘 국장님 자리해 주셨습니다. 여러분 박수 부탁드리겠습니다. Next, Ambassador of the Republic of Bangladesh to Korea, His Excellency Delwar Hussain is here. Delwar Hussain 주한 방글라데시에서 오셨습니다. Next, Managing Director of DASCO, Mr. Kausar Aris Ali here. Kausar Amir Ali DASCO 사장님 계십니다. 박수 부탁드립니다. Last, Joint Secretary PPP Authority Abul Bashar is here. 마지막으로 아불 바샤르 부총장님 오셨습니다. 박수 부탁드립니다. 자, 다음은 대한민국 측입니다. 윤성원 국토교통부 1차관님 자리해 주셨습니다. 여러분 큰 박수 부탁드립니다. 다음은 이강훈 카인드 사장님 자리해 주셨습니다. CEO of the Kind, Mr. Lee is here. Please warm welcome to him. 마지막으로 오성익 국토교통부 해외건설정책과장님 자리해 주셨습니다. Director of Molik, Mr. 오성익 is here. 박수 부탁드립니다. 네, 자 이제 본격적으로 시작에 앞서 한방 조인트 PPP 플랫폼 히스토리를 보여주는 짧은 비디오 한 편을 보도록 하겠습니다. From now on, we'll watch the short video clip, which is about the record of our memorable previous event. 여러분 박수 부탁드리겠습니다. Thank you for watching the video. And now CEO of the kind, Mr. Lee Gang-hoon, is going to address his welcoming speech to all. 이제 이강훈 카인드 사장님의 환영사가 있겠습니다. 여러분 박수 부탁드립니다. Please warm welcome to Mr. Lee.
아살라무 알라이쿰 만나서 반갑습니다. Honorable Principal Secretary Dr. Ahmed Kaikaus, Secretary and CEO PPPA Madam Sultana Afroz, Secretary and Chairman of Rajuk Amin Ullanuri, Ambassador Mr. Delwar Hussain, who recently received a credential from President Moon Jae-in, and distinguished delegates and honored guests from both People's Republic of Bangladesh and Korea who attend this event in spite of COVID-19 pandemic. It's my great pleasure to warm welcome you all and host this fruitful event. Also, I'd like to express my sincere gratitude to Mr. Sung-won Yu, who is Vice Minister of Morit, with his great support to this event. As you know well, Public-Private Partnership Authority issued a policy for implementing PPP project through G2G partnership in 2017 for developing and upgrading public infrastructure with foreign investors based on strong bilateral relationship with the government of those countries. Korea-Bangladesh joint PPP platform is also one of them, but most fruitful and efficient one, I trust, because it has a well-made project which has an outstanding progress, and post-joint PPP platform meeting is being held in Seoul now, with distinguished delegates and honored guests from both Bangladesh and Korea, even in this pandemic situation. KIND and PPP Authority signed an MOU on April 2019, held a joint PPP platform meeting 3 times, and confirmed 4 G2G projects. And today, we are here to add additional new one Pubachal distribution line. It's important to make a new business and project through this joint PPP platform in the future. But also, I'd like to strongly remind all of you that we need to make the first success story among the confirmed G2G project. In this regard, I think this first platform meeting is very important and remarkable because both Bangladesh and Korea show their passion and willingness to work together as a make a success together. Last, I'm very much confident that this Korea and Bangladesh joint PPP platform will be a stepping stone for concrete cooperation between 2 countries and create more infrastructure development and opportunities. Once again, on the behalf of KIND and Team Korea, I would like to express my gratitude to all of those involved in both countries for attending and preparing for today's event, and hope we have a good result at the end. 돈노밭 감사합니다.
여러분 박수 부탁드립니다. Please give him a big hand. Next, our Honorable Vice Minister of Molit, Mr. Yoon Sung-won, will deliver his congratulatory speech for this event. 다음으로 윤성원 국토교통부 차관님의 축사가 있겠습니다. 차관님 축사는 순차 통역이 진행될 예정입니다. His speech will be delivered based on the consecutive interpretation. 박수 부탁드리겠습니다.
아살라무 알라이쿰. 여러분 반갑습니다. 전 세계적인 팬데믹 상황 속에서 철저한 준비를 통해 이렇게 대면으로 양국 간 협력의 장을 마련하게 된 것을 매우 뜻깊게 생각합니다. 오늘 한국과 방글라데시 간 인프라 개발 공동협의체 행사를 위해 자리를 빛내주신 분들을 제가 한 번 더 언급하겠습니다. 먼저 술타나 아프로즈 민간협력사업청 청장님, 아민울라 누리 다카 수도개발청 청장님, 나즈물 아베딘 전력청 국장님, 델왈 후사인 주한 방글라데시 대사님, 카우사르 아미르 알리 다카 배정공사 사장님, 아불 바샤르 민간협력사업청 부청장님 감사합니다. 그리고 이강훈 카인드 사장님을 비롯한 내외 귀빈 여러분께 깊이 감사의 말씀을 드립니다.
Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to the 4th Korea-Bangladesh Joint Public Partnership Platform meeting, which has served as a venue for facilitating cooperation between our two countries. Thanks to thorough preparations, we have been able to hold this meeting face-to-face, which is especially meaningful amid the challenges imposed by the global pandemic. Today, we are joined by Ms. Sultana Afroz, Secretary and CEO of the Public-Private Partnership Authority of Bangladesh, Mr. Aminullah Nouri, Secretary and Chairman of Rajuk, Mr. Muhammad Nazmur Abedin, Joint Secretary of Power Division, and His Excellency Mr. Delwar Hussain, Ambassador of Bangladesh to Korea, and Mr. Kausar Amir Ali, Managing Director of the Dakar Electric Supply Company, and Mr. Abu Bashir, Joint Secretary of the PPPA. Thank you once again for gracing today's event with your presence. And I would also like to extend my sincere gratitude to Mr. Lee Gang-hun, CEO of KIND, and other distinguished guests for your attendance.
한국과 방글라데시는 1973년 수교를 맺은 오랜 친구이자 아시아의 평화와 번영을 이끌고 있는 든든한 동반자입니다. 2019년 4월부터는 한국의 카인드와 방글라데시의 PPPA가 인프라 개발 공동협의체를 구성함으로써 양국의 협력 관계를 더 공고히 하고 있습니다. 그 결과 교량, 도로, 철도, 송전선로 등 총 4개 사업을 양국 간 협력 사업으로 확정한 바 있고, 이 중 매거나 대교 사업의 경우 타당성 조사를 마무리하는 등 구체적인 사업화를 진행 중에 있습니다.
Since establishing diplomatic relations in 1973, Korea and Bangladesh have been each other's long-standing, reliable partner in leading peace and prosperity in Asia. In April 2019, Korea's KIND and the PPPA of Bangladesh took a step further to fortify an already strong relationship between our two countries by establishing the joint PPP platform for infrastructure development. As a result, 4 infrastructure projects on bridge, road, railway, and transmission lines have been so far selected through the joint PPP platform for further cooperation between Korea and Bangladesh. And among them, the project on the Magna Bridge is now in its final stage of feasibility study and on its way towards actual implementation.
오늘 제4차 공동협의체를 통해 팀 코리아는 방글라데시 푸바찰 신도시에 25km의 배 전선로 및 변전소 건설 운영에 관한 우선 사업 협상권을 부여받는 커다란 성과를 거두게 되었습니다. 이 자리를 빌어 방글라데시 정부에 깊은 감사의 말씀을 드립니다. 우리 정부와 기업을 믿고 선택한 만큼 배 전선로 사업이 적기에 준공될 수 있도록 사업 전반에 대해 국토부도 적극 지원하도록 하겠습니다. 더 나아가서 2부 행사에서 우리 기업과 방글라데시 측에서 제안하는 신규 사업에 대하여도 사업화에 성공하기를 기원하며 국토부도 필요한 지원을 아끼지 않도록 하겠습니다.
Today, at the 4th meeting of the joint PPP platform, Team Korea is awarded the priority right of negotiation for the project on construction and operation of a 25-kilometer-long power distribution network and substations at Pubachar New Town in Bangladesh, which is indeed a great achievement. I would like to take this opportunity to express my sincere gratitude to the government of Bangladesh for your trust and confidence in Team Korea. We will honor the trust you have placed in the Korean government and Team Korea. My ministry, MOLIT, will also provide earnest support in all stages of the project so that it will be carried out in a timely manner. Furthermore, in the second session of today's meeting, the new project proposals will be made by both sides. I hope that the newly proposed projects succeed in moving forward under this platform. MOLIT will leave nothing behind in providing every support.
내외 기빈 여러분, 대한민국은 그간 지속적인 인프라 투자와 도시개발 사업을 통해 발전을 이루어 왔으며 그 과정에서 많은 경험과 지식을 축적하여 왔습니다. 이를 바탕으로 한국의 건설 기업들은 전 세계의 크고 작은 인프라 건설 사업에 참여하여 적기에 사업을 마무리하는 등 발주국가의 신뢰를 얻고 있습니다. 압축 성장을 통해 축적된 한국의 경험과 지식은 방글라데시의 발전에도 도움이 될 수 있을 것으로 기대하고 있습니다. 오늘 개최되는 한국 방글라데시 공동협의체는 단순 인프라 사업 협력을 넘어 한국과 방글라데시가 동방 성장할 수 있는 모범적인 협력 모델이 될 것입니다.
Distinguished guests, Korea has achieved its growth through continued investment in infrastructure and urban development. And in that process, Korea gained much knowledge and experience. Based on that accumulated expertise, Korea's construction companies have been participating in infrastructure construction projects, large and small, around the world. Their clients now see them as trustworthy partners who always deliver construction projects on time. Korea's experience and knowledge gained through its rapid growth will no doubt help Bangladesh in its path to becoming a developed country. Going forward, the Korea-Bangladesh joint PPP platform will become something more than just a platform for facilitating infrastructure cooperation. It will become an example of excellent cooperation for promoting shared growth of both Korea and Bangladesh.
방글라데시의 성장 잠재력과 한국의 경험, 지혜가 함께 한다면 아시아의 평화와 상생 번영의 미래를 선도할 수 있을 것이라고 자신합니다. 신남방 정책의 관문으로 대한민국의 중요한 파트너인 방글라데시 인프라 개발에 국토부는 모든 노력을 아끼지 않겠습니다. 다시 한번 오늘 함께 해주신 양국의 내외 기분 여러분들께 감사의 말씀을 드립니다. 감사합니다.
With immense growth potential of Bangladesh, coupled with abundant experience and expertise of Korea, I have no doubt that our two countries will lead a peaceful and prosperous future of Asia. Bangladesh is an important partner to Korea as a gateway in pursuing the new Southern policy. MOLIT will therefore spare no effort in supporting development of infrastructure in Bangladesh. Once again, I would like to thank all distinguished guests who are here today and wish the event a great success. Thank you.
여러분 큰 박수 부탁드리겠습니다. Next, the ambassador of Bangladesh in Korea, His Excellency Delwar Hussain, will deliver his congratulatory speech. 다음은 델와 후사인 주한 방글라데시 대사님의 축사가 있겠습니다. 여러분 박수 부탁드립니다.
Honorable Vice Minister of the Ministry of Land, Infrastructure and Transport, His Excellency Mr. Yon Song-hwan. Distinguished Principal Secretary to the Honorable Prime Minister of Bangladesh, Dr. Ahmed Kaikaus, CEO and President of Korea Overseas Infrastructure and Urban Development Corporation, Mr. Lee Kang-hwan, Secretary and CEO of Public-Private Partnership Authority of Bangladesh, Ms. Sultana Afroz, Ambassador of the People's Republic of Korea to Bangladesh, His Excellency Mr. Lee Jang-kon, senior officials from Bangladesh and the Republic of Korea, ladies and gentlemen. Annyeong Hashemnika, good afternoon. It is my privilege to attend such an important bilateral event. At the very outset, I would like to convey my heartfelt thanks to the Ministry of Land, Infrastructure and Transport of the Republic of Korea and the Korea Overseas Infrastructure and Urban Development Corporation for arranging this meeting and allowing me to share my thoughts at this august gathering. The Republic of Korea and Bangladesh enjoy excellent bilateral relations. Our relationship witnessed tremendous expansion, both in depth and dimension, in last 5 decades. The Republic of Korea is now a key development partner of Bangladesh. At the moment, our two countries are in meaningful collaboration in diverse fields. The complementarities of two economies in the emerging global situation render huge potential for further mutually beneficial collaboration between our two nations. Next year, 2023, marks the 50th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between the two countries. We plan to seize this opportunity to take our relationship to a new height and make it more meaningful to the people in both countries. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, last year, Bangladesh celebrated the 50th anniversary of independence. The father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, steered the nation to independence in 1971 in pursuit of his cherished dream of Sonar Bangla, a prosperous, happy, and exploitation-free Bangladesh. The daughter of Bangabandhu, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, has been relentlessly working to materialize the dream. The present government has undertaken multifarious initiatives and numerous mega projects under the Vision 2021, Vision 2041, and Delta Plan 2100, with a view to transforming Bangladesh into a developed and prosperous country by 2041. Robust economic growth and commendable progress in various sectors in the recent years have led to remarkable improvements in people's overall living standard. Drawing inspiration from our past experience, we seek to make a bigger stride towards the dream. At this critical juncture, we are keen to foster deeper, mutually beneficial cooperation with our international partners and friends, particularly the Republic of Korea. It is heartening to mark the growing presence of Korean companies and entities in Bangladesh in the recent years. Excellencies and distinguished guests, I am happy to note the deeper and meaningful engagement between KIND and PPA. This particular platform will certainly provide the two organizations with an opportunity to jointly identify the common priorities and set the course of collaboration in the coming days. I look forward to seeing a robust partnership between the two countries. Partnership between PPA and KIND that can one day emerge as an epitome of our excellent bilateral relationship. My embassy stands ready to extend all possible support in this direction. Thank you all for your kind attention.
여러분 큰 박수 부탁드리겠습니다. Please give him a big hand. 자, 다음으로 PPPA 청장님의 축사가 있겠습니다. Next, Honorable Secretary and CEO of PPP Authority, Madam Sultana Afroz will deliver her speech. Please warm welcome to Ms. Madam. 여러분, 스타 청장님께 큰 박수 부탁드리겠습니다.
Honorable Vice Minister of Ministry of Land, Infrastructure and Transport, respected Principal Secretary to the Honorable Prime Minister, People's Republic of Bangladesh, Dr. Ahmed Kaikaos, His Excellency, CEO of KIND, and His Excellency, the Embassy of Bangladesh to Korea, and Mr. Muhammad Delwar Hossain, and also Korean Ambassador to Bangladesh, representatives from MOLID and representatives from KIND, my dear colleagues from PPP Authority, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Annyeong Haseo, good afternoon. It is great to be back in Seoul, and a pleasure and privilege for me to be present at the 4th Bangladesh-Korea Joint PPP Platform meeting. At the outset, I would like to express my deepest appreciation to KIND and, of course, MOLID for hosting the 4th Bangladesh-Korea Joint Platform meeting in Seoul. Launched back in 2019 with the objective of developing infrastructure and urban in Bangladesh, Bangladesh-Korea Joint Platform has today grown into the exemplary business model, bringing together private and public sector from both the countries to share and exchange information and ideas on a variety of projects. Ladies and gentlemen, through the past 3 meetings, Bangladesh-Korea Joint Platform has expanded the horizon of exchange for infrastructure development in terms of project information covered, as well as national representation of participants, and currently large and small projects with a total investment cost of more than $10 billion are underway. Before we move forward, I would like to share that this year in Bangladesh marks the end of the birth centenary of the father of our nation, the greatest leader of all times, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. He aspired Bangladesh to be built as a developed and prosperous nation, free from hunger and poverty. To realize the visionary vision, Government of Bangladesh has taken numerous initiatives, its infrastructure, and encouraging foreign direct investments. As an international partner organization of Bangladesh, you would be glad to know that Vision 2041, prepared under the able leadership of our Her Excellency Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, addresses all the possible measures to ensure an FDI-friendly environment in Bangladesh. Our vibrant national economy offers greater opportunity for foreign investors as well as higher rate of return on investments. Bangladesh offers several investments-friendly policies, including equal treatment for local and foreign investors, legal protection against nationalization and expropriation, tax and duty exemption, guarantees for repatriation of capital dividend, and direct procurement without tendering process. Moreover, you already know that Bangladesh has adopted a policy for implementing PPP projects through G2G partnership as a way of leveraging resources to construct large public infrastructure. My pleasure to share with you that PPP Authority is actively working to facilitate the implementation of PPP projects with Korea following proper process with focus on technical, commercial, legal, social, and environmental aspects associated with project. I understand that we all are in the same understanding that these incentives and projects are indeed mutually beneficial and will strengthen our bilateral relationship between Korea and Bangladesh. And I would also like to inform you that already we have established a very good working relation with KIND and PPP Authority. The transformation of the Republic of Korea into an economic powerhouse during the last 40 years, often referred to as the miracle on Han River, has inspired Bangladesh and many other countries to follow their footsteps. The Republic of Korea has rich experience in implementing PPP projects more than a decade. Since the mid-80s, the Republic of Korea has been the leading foreign investors in Bangladesh, starting their investment journey from the garment sector, export processing zone, manufacturing operations of electronic goods, automobile assemble plants to IT and more. Now Korea and Bangladesh have expanded the scope of their cooperation, and Korea has emerged as a significant development partner. Bangladesh PPP Authority has already started engaging with designated line ministries and Korean private investors in the following projects. At present, PPP Authority are working with Korea critical infrastructure projects like improvement of Dhaka-Jaidepur-Mymensingh Road into expressway with service lanes, construction of bridge over the river Meghna, and construction of circular rail line around Dhaka city. We are gathered here to status of the project and also discuss about the proposed project, Purbachal New Town Electrical Distribution Network, and the Korean delegates have been discussing with Power Division, DESCO, about presenting this project at this today's fourth platform, joint platform meeting in Seoul. I would like to thank the organizers for their work in arranging this joint platform meeting in Seoul, other participants, and the private investors for taking time out of their busy schedule. I would also like to thank our Honorable Principal Secretary to the Prime Minister for his guidance and for his support to make this project successful and make this project forward with Government of Korea. We hope we take the next steps to facilitate the Korean investors and the respective line ministries to accelerate the implementation of PPP projects. Let me express my deepest thanks to the government and people of the Republic of Korea for their warm welcome and hospitality extended to me and my delegation. Once again, thank you, Honorable Vice Minister, for your support and kind words, and the CEO, Kind, for all your cooperation extended to us during our visit. Thank you very much. 감사합니다.
여러분 전체에게 큰 박수 부탁드리겠습니다. 자, 이제 다음으로 근본 플랫폼 확정 사업인 푸바찰 배전선로 사업 소개 및 공표가 있겠습니다. 사업 소개는 데스코 사장이신 카우사르 아미르 알리시께서, 공표는 카인드 이만규 사업개발 본부장이 진행하겠습니다. In the next session, a new selected project based on the G2G will be introduced by the DESCO. This project was proposed by the Korean investor and recommended by the Kind to Bangladesh. And DESCO and the Power Division also admitted the needs of this project. And finally, PPP Authority confirmed it based on the G2G project. MD of DESCO will introduce the new project called Pubachal New Town Distribution Line Project, first for 5 minutes, and declaration of the project selection will be carried out shortly. Ms. Ali, please come and then make a presentation, please. 여러분 박수 부탁드리겠습니다. Yes, we can try. So 총리 실장께서 지금 약간 좀 커넥션 문제가 있는데 저희 한번 괜찮으시면 한번 해보겠습니다. Why don't you try? Can you call? Or... Yeah, he's not loud, right? Madam, during our platform meeting, if he is available, then we can do that. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, please.
It will be better for me.
Thank you very much. Our
to Excellency and distinguished guests. I am giving a brief description of our new project. This is the Bangladesh-Korea Joint PPP platform meeting. The name of our project is Expansion and Strengthening of Electrical Distribution System through Underground Network in Purvachal New Town under DESCO. It is the energy sector, and our contracting authority is Dhaka Electric Supply Company Limited, DESCO. The line ministry is the Ministry of Power, Energy and Mineral Resources. Location is Dhaka, Rajuk, Purvachal, New Town. The project object is to meet the future demand through the modern underground distribution network to enhance system reliability and ensure the quality of power. Project scope is to install underground electric distribution network in the newly developed area of Purvachal New Town being developed by Rajuk, which has been already added to DESCO operational area, and measures to serve those areas has been taken by DESCO. Load demand of Purvachal New Town are expected to be around 1,100 megawatt. This project includes designing undergrounding distribution facilities of New Town in an effective fashion. The estimated project cost is $686 million US. This is our area. It is near about 23 square kilometer area. In the red spot you see, we want to install there 4 132 by 33 kV substation and 8 number of 33 by 11 kV substation. Our backbone power tunnel will be, it is the green line, it is the near about 25 kilometers. All over we have a new road, 320 kilometer, 11 kV cable line will be built up near about 208 kilometer, 0.4 kV cables, 575 kilometers. That RMU is 1185 numbers, and so on. We respected that the project, we have sent our PDPP to the ministry, and our commence date was July 2023, and we hope that the completion date will be the June 2028. And we also said that our estimated cost may be $685 million US. And this is the scenario of the project from and it is the scenario of 2017 and 18. Nowadays, we have built up our system like this. The average power factor is built up towards close to 1, and our system loss is reducing. Last year, it was 5.58%. So we think that in this condition, the project will be more viable. And in the meantime, this project was first our meeting, it was the third platform meeting with PPA authority. It was 12 November 2020. A Korean investor presented our Purvachal New Town project in this platform meeting. And DESCO forwarded this private partnership project proposal to Power Division on March 2021. And also Power Division sent public-private partnership project proposal to PPA on 22 March 2021. And PPPA recommended to place the project proposal to CCA on 24 May 2021. DISCO requested the Power Division to arrange a meeting among the PPP Authority, Power Division, and DISCO. Preliminary discussion held on 6 December 2021 among Power Division, Rajuk, and DISCO to resolve the issues regarding the right-of-way, land requirement for the equipment, and cost sharing of the proposed Purvachal underground distribution network construction project. And we also meet our chairman Rajuk and discuss about that. And very soon we will sit together and we will have a MOU is required to settle the land right of way and cost sharing issues between Rajuk and DISCO. A joint meeting held on 23 March 2022 among Power Division, PPA, and DISCO before next platform meeting, that is this meeting, to solve the financing modality of the proposed Purvachal underground distribution network construction project. And after the meeting, the decision was that the Power Division will expedite to get CCA on principal approval of proposed project before next platform meeting. PPP authority, PPP will cooperate Power Division in this regard. PPPA will facilitate the arrangement of our fourth Bangladesh-Korea joint PPP platform meeting in consultation with Power Division to include the project that the platform meeting. DISCO forwarded the summary of the proposed project to the Power Division to place Cabinet Committee for Economic Affairs. It is the EECA for in principle approval on 15 February 2002. In the meantime, DISCO has already appointed a consultant, Energytron Private Limited, is conducting details study to finalize the BOQ and cost estimate and other relevant issues of this project issues of the proposed project. So we are waiting the concurrence from KAIN so that we can go ahead. Thank you very much.
여러분 박수 부탁드리겠습니다. 자, 다음으로 공표 전 저희가 추가적으로 honorable guest가 있습니다. 자, 이제 마지막으로 방글라데시 총리실장님의 축사가 있겠습니다. Next and the last, the Honorable Principal Secretary of the Prime Minister's Office, Dr. Ahmed Kaikhaus, will deliver his congratulatory speech for this event. Excellency, Dr. Kaikhaus.
Thank you.
If you're ready, then over to you, sir.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready. I'm sorry for my delay. Thank you. Honorable Yoon Seong-un, Vice Minister of the Ministry of Land, Infrastructure and Transport of the Republic of Korea. His Excellency Lee Jang-kyun, Ambassador, Embassy of the Republic of Korea in Bangladesh, Ms. Sultana Afroz, Secretary, and CEO of Public-Private Partnership Authority, His Excellency Mr. Dalwar Hussain, Ambassador, Embassy of Bangladesh to Korea, Sir Lee Kang-hoon, CEO of KAIN, representatives of land, infrastructure, and transport, from Korea Overseas Infrastructure and Urban Development Corporation, dear colleagues from PPP Authority, participants. Ladies and gentlemen, I think in Korea, I can say, 안녕 하시오.
여러분 박수 부탁드립니다.
I wish my daughter, because I think she would be more excited to witness, because she is Korean fan. She watches Korean all serials diligently. Speak, I think, a bit of Korean language now. I hope she was beside me and she would be very happy. In fact, I am also happy, like my daughter, to join this, although uh, to join this platform meeting. You know, we are going through an exciting moment in Bangladesh because of the extraordinary growth that we have been witnessing, and we are actually participating in this journey with our overseas partners. Um, I wish I could join you physically. Unfortunately, I have not been able to join, but I look forward to do this in face-to-face in future. Um, let me try to highlight some of the points that I think would be uh, pertinent at this moment. Number one, as you know, Bangladesh has just became 50 years old in this year. And during this year, we have been able to achieve remarkable growth and remarkable targets. Number one is that Bangladesh, you know that Bangladesh has been finally recommended for LDC, graduation from LDC to a developing country. And the second is Bangladesh has shown a robust as well as very effective strategy to combat COVID-19. We have never stopped ourselves growing during this COVID, and we have been able to achieve the target that was beyond even our initial calculation. You know, Bangladesh has actually, I think, as per the predictions of the World Bank, ADB, as well as our internal calculations. Actually, although we have predicted to be around 7%, but our development partners predicted that Bangladesh would grow by 6.5% last year. Interestingly, we have grown like 6.94%, which was according to our estimates. So I think we have a pretty good projection about ourselves, our ability, and we have also shown to the world that we can grow even in a pandemic situation. So this is what, and the second is that, you know, Bangladesh has adopted a policy of private sector partnership since its liberation, although we had to use a mixed economic method, because when we started the journey after the independence of the country, we had to manage infrastructure by the government because our private sector was not ready. Now, I think our private sector is ready, and we as a government is also interested to embrace the private sector of other countries. I'm sure Korea knows Bangladesh very well because there are large companies, those who have participated, those who are actually participating in many activities of the country. And you know, Samsung has opened a factory in near to our Dhaka city, which is Narshingdi, and they are making. Actually, I am using one of their, you know, what is called the fold uh, 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 cell phone, which is made in Bangladesh. So you are already here, and we want the you know companies of Korea, Republic of Korea, to participate in large infrastructures. And I'm very happy that, you know, our companies, our you know different agencies, ministries are in active consultation to have the partnership with the Korean counterparts, and we are in PPP. The Public-Private Partnership Authority is mandated to help you out, and I'm sure our Public-Private Partnership Authority and our officials are very much active and also very much willing to cooperate and extend its support, which can bring success to the to the proposals that we have in this from Korean counterparts as well as Korean government. And I'm also very thankful to KIND to come up with financing solutions that are also equally attractive in terms of its lending rates as well as its amortization policy, I think the amortization schedule. So in every respect, I believe we are not only first of all, Bangladesh shows an enormous potential in terms of its strength, its capacity, and also in terms of market, because Bangladesh have almost 170 million people, and as our economic capability increasing, so we have a market within the country. And second, we are actually growing with its competence, in a sense that we are advancing in terms of our skills and others, and also we have conducive rules, regulations, and policies to embrace our counterparts from overseas countries. And we consider Korea as an important partner in our development journey, and we believe we can also progress further with an enhanced speed if we get our, if we get companies from Korea, because Korea has already shown its competence to the world, not only in technology, but also in financing, as well as building a good relationship with its counterparts. So I thank you, and I especially thank on behalf of Public-Private Partnership Authorities and my colleagues to hosting our team in. So I hope I actually I'm jealous of them because they are enjoying the I think the good food in Korea as well as the environment in Seoul. I hope to see you next, and I welcome all my colleagues in Korea to visit Bangladesh, and so that we can also show not only our potentials, but also our hospitality. Thank you very much. Again, 안녕 하세요, and see you next time.
여러분 총리께 큰 박수 부탁드리겠습니다. 네, 윤 선장님 혹시 괜찮으시다면 총리실장 말씀에 혹시 말씀 드릴 수 있겠습니까? 네, 자리로 연단으로 나오셔서 짧게 답변 부탁드리겠습니다. 그럼 박수 부탁드립니다.
First of all, I really appreciate for big support from Dr. Ahmad Kaikaus, Principal Secretary of PMO. My impression is that he has full knowledge and full information about the process and the principle of making cooperation between two countries. Another key point is that he emphasizes the importance of this fourth joint PPP platform meeting. But my conclusion is that he should visit Korea soon. So let's make more cooperation between two countries. Thank you.
다시 한번 큰 박수 부탁드리겠습니다. 네, 공표전 마지막으로 수타 총장님이 간략하게 말씀 전해주도록 하겠습니다. Please come. 박수 부탁드립니다.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'm here again just to thank our Honorable Principal Secretary to the Honorable Prime Minister, Dr. Ahmed Kaikawas, for joining this meeting from Dhaka and also encouraging us to really move forward with our project with Korea. And you know that we have already very important projects with the government of Korea, and today we are also placing a new project Purbachal Newtown Electrical Distribution Network. I hope that today they are going to declare about their support to this project. So once again, I would like to thank our Honorable Principal Secretary, sir, because we are receiving his guidance and support to work, efficiently from the Public-Private Partnership Authority. And he also, with his encouragement, we are here today attending this fourth joint platform meeting, and I hope that he will also visit Korea and he will not miss the Korean food. He will enjoy Korean food and Korean music when he will come soon to Korea. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your presence today. Thank you.
여러분 박수 부탁드립니다. 자, 다음으로 카인드 임한규 사업개발본부장의 확정사업 공표가 있겠습니다. Next, EVP of KIND, Mr. Lim Han-gyu, will declare the selected prize. 박수 부탁드립니다.
Excellencies and distinguished guests, we, Public-Private Partnership Authority of Bangladesh and Korean Overseas Infrastructure and Urban Development Corporation of Korea, hereby declare that the project stipulated below is the outcome of the first Korea-Bangladesh joint PPP platform, and the project shall be exclusively implemented by both countries, relevant parties in due course. Project name, Purbachal Electrical Distribution System. Contracting agency from Bangladesh, Dhaka Electric Supply Company, DESCO, and Korean investor, GS Engineering and Construction Company Limited. Let me introduce the DESCO and GS ENC gentlemen. Please give them a big hand. Thank you very much.
여러분 다시 한번 큰 박수 부탁드리겠습니다. 자, 이제 1부 세션이 끝났습니다. 이제부터 6시까지 저희가 쉬는 시간을 갖고 본격적인 포토타임이 있도록 하겠습니다. 이제부터 포토타임을 진행하도록 하겠습니다. VIP 차량이 먼저 있고 그 다음에 팀 코리아 차량이 있겠습니다. 윤성원 차관님, 수타나 청장님, 이강원 소장님, 대화 후사인 대사님 먼저 자리에 착석해 주시기 바랍니다. 네, 잠시 후 행사가 시작될 예정입니다. 외부에 계신 분들은 자리에 착석해 주시기 바랍니다. We'll start at session 2 shortly. Please have a seat, please. Welcome back. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We'll start the session 2 shortly. For the session 2, for the understanding, session 2 is mainly in English. session 2는 주로 영어로 진행될 예정입니다. Now we are the session 2, and session 2 consists of 9 new projects proposed, 4 from the Korea and 5 projects from the Bangladesh. Korean side will present a new project proposal first of all. The order of the project introduction is first one, water supply to BSMSN Industrial Complex by Taeyong, MRT system in Chittagong by Dongmyeong, solar project in Dhaka City by Doha Engineering, and lastly, urban redevelopment in Dhaka, presented by the BHI. Due to the time limitation, each presentation will be less than 5 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, please, for the person in charge of the Daeyoung, please come and make a presentation, please. 여러분 박수 부탁드립니다.
So Taeyong ENC would like to present the BSMSN Industrial Water Supply Project. 예, 죄송합니다. So BSMSN is one of the largest industrial zone located around 60 kilometers from the Chattogram along the coastline. It is expected to have the 1.5 million employees with the export value of over $15 billion year 2040. When I visited there like 3 months ago, already the phase 1 land has been almost 80% sold out. It has been the planned 3 phases development. Water demand, initially, based on the master plan, the BSMSN required up to 1,000 MLDs of water. To fulfill the needs, 60% of the water has been planned use the desalination technologies. However, based on the availability of the groundwater, river water, and seawater, our analysis clearly resulted that the alternative river water source will be recommended. So based on this, so we now propose the 500 MLD water to be delivered from the Meghna River. As you see, the Meghna is not the scale of the river. It's the largest river in the country. So regarding the water collection point, so salinity and the quality has to be definitely determined. So we have a preliminary locate 2 alternative location, A and B. So for the location A, it is quite stable against the erosion or any sediment action. But however, the location B, So due to the huge amount of water flow, it's not a very stable against the settlement and the erosion. Based on the intake location A, there are possibly 8 routes can be gathered. So by considering the complex factors, we have a preliminary chosen the route number 5. Total travel distance is 141 kilometers, including the dense area, road crossings, and river crossings. So, however, this is the preliminary design, the intake, and 2 booster stations, and lastly, the 500 MLD water treatment plant. So here is the summary of our proposal. 2-phase development, each 250 MLD capacity, expected to have the $1 billion of the total efficiency value. For the phase 1, it will cost around 60% of it. And we have a schedule that, so I mean, time is one of the key components of this project. Complete all the preparation work within 2 years from now. Construction to be done in 4 years. Operation for phase 1, 34 years. Phase 2 will be 30 years to complete together on the same time. So obviously, not only us, we need a lot of the agencies, the corporations, so from the Bangladesh side, and the Korean public authority, and our consortium. So to success of this project, all the parties shall be win, so we commit the following. So qualitative engineering, fast execution, and effective and proved technology has to be input, adapted. Obviously with the economical cost to make it both of us win. Since this is a very limited time, the presentation, we have gathered just a very short presentation movie for your understanding. Thank you very much. That's the end of the presentation.
The person in charge of Dongmyeong, please come and make a presentation. 여러분 박수 부탁드립니다.
It is a great honor to be here for presenting our MRT opportunity in Chattogram Metropolitan City. I'd like to introduce our company, DMEC, which is in short of Dongmyeong Engineering Consultant, which is a consulting and engineering firm with 1,400 professionals in the head office and carrying international projects in more than 25 countries. Our multidisciplinary sectors will be transportation sector, water and urban architecture, and the sustainable development sectors. And this presentation is prepared based on the references of a pre-feasibility study of MRT in Chattogram Metropolitan City, which is prepared by Chattogram City Corporation in 2019, and Chittagong Strategic Urban Transportation Master Plan prepared by World Bank in 2018. This is a map of Bangladesh in left and the right side of Korea. That there's a similarity of Chittagong and Busan, which are the port city of the country and second largest city with the population of 8.7 million of Chittagong and 7 million from Busan. And Chittagong has about 3% of annual population growth and the third biggest port in the South Asia. And this is a map of Chittagong city. And this is a map of Busan city. And the reason why I introduced Busan metro system is that the Chittagong's future will be similar, I believe, similar to the Busan metro system. Busan metro system has started in 1981, which has about 10 years of a gap from Seoul metro system. And it's firstly opened their line number 1 in 1985, and still they are extending their lines. They are operating 4 main lines with 115 kilometers of with 114 stations, and that there's 2 additional lines. And average number of daily passengers is about 938,000 per day. Actually, 2020, there's some plunge of 673 due to the COVID-19, but it will be recovered to the normal number of 938,000 level. And the modal share is now 16.9% in 2020. This is a map of MRT system in Busan. And now I'd like to introduce the MRT system in Bangladesh. This is a Dhaka map, and as we all know, Metro number 9 will open this year, and this is all the system of metro in Dhaka, which is under development now. So Dhaka will have a metro system in the future. And now it's the Chittagong. January 4th, the Prime Minister ordered the construction of a metro rail network in Chittagong city. And we strongly believe that the construction of Chittagong metro system shall be started. And this is the pre-feasibility study result of metro line number 1 proposed from Kalugat to the airport of 26.5 kilometers of length with 20 numbers of stations. And this is the MRT line number 2, the length of 13.5 kilometers with 12 numbers of stations. And this is the MRT number 3 of 14.5 kilometers of length with 15 numbers of stations. All this combined, the line number 1, 2, 3 will provide excellent modal services to the Chittagong city. And there's one issue identified from this study, that there is some elevated highway along the line number 1, which has a duplicated route. And this is a satellite image of the line number 1, and we can see the elevated road highways under construction. So in the feasibility study, we have to study several options to overcome these hurdles in option A and B and C. And option A will have some box-shaped structure alongside of the elevated road, or deep inside there we can have the semi-shield tunnel for dual tunnels in each roadway alignment. And option B will have certain development in the middle of city, but it will have a huge impact on community and the resettlement costs, which will not be recommendable. Option C will have the deep tunnel underneath of the city to connect those the outstanding locations. The PPP have a lot of risks of social environment construction project. To mitigate those PPP risks, firstly, we have to perform our detailed feasibility study for MRT in Chittagong, which has not been done yet. And number two will be advanced strategic approach with keen attention to the project between Korean and Bangladesh investment entities, and considering the combined PPP with ODA. And lastly, we are expecting a strong government drive for the successful project completion. And this is the special thanks to our Bangladesh Chittagong mayor, engineers, and friends. Thank you.
네, 여러분 박수 부탁드립니다. The person in charge of the Doha engineering, please come and make a presentation. 박수 부탁드립니다.
Good afternoon. My name is Ji-Hwan Jung from Doha Engineering. First of all, thank you for giving us this opportunity to participate and stand on this event. I'll be giving a brief presentation on Bangladesh 150 megawatt solar PPP project. The content of the presentation will be carried out as shown on the slide. As you can see the chart, Bangladesh's main energy source is natural gas. However, natural gas production rate is decreasing. Bangladesh government is implementing the energy conversion policy, and our consortium would like to contribute its policy by installing solar power plant on unused land. Please take a look at page 4 for overview. The project's official name is Bangladesh Solar PPP Project, and the site is located 140 kilometers north from Dhaka. The site is currently owned by Burger Group, which is a local partner. The total investment cost is $170 million, and the project delivery method is build, own, operate. The construction schedule and O&M period is as shown on the current slide. Next is the project overview. The following is the structure of SPC. The SPC participants are Burger Group, Korea East West Power Company, and Doha Engineering for now. Other organizations will be contacted in the near future. Doha Engineering has a number of solar power project experiences in Japan and Vietnam, and Korea East West Power Company has the highest recognition as one of the best power plant operator in Korea. Please take a look at page 6 for current status of the project. On November 2019, MOU was signed between the developer and the Burger Group. On July 2021, participants were organized, and after that, pre-feasibility site and site survey were performed and applied for registration on the Kind Bangladesh PPP platform. On November 2021, we have visited the site and the PPPA and Bangladesh Power Development Board to introduce the project and receive the advices. Next is the result of the pre-feasibility study. The site is capable of installing up to 150 megawatt, and more precise study and feasibility analysis will be carried out in the feasibility study near future. Please take a look at page 8 for benefit and plans. Distributed generation can be an alternative solution to Bangladesh, and this project can contribute significantly. The project can also contribute for revitalization of the local economy, increase in employment, and improvement of infrastructures. Our future plan is to perform a feasibility study and achieve PPA agreement. To perform this plan, we would like to ask for Bangladesh government to have more interest, and we'll be grateful if you could receive support for the administrative procedures. Overall, I have presented about Bangladesh solar power 150 megawatt, and now concludes the presentations. Thank you.
The last one from the Korean side is the redevelopment of the Dhaka Gusan city. Please warm welcome to the BHI.
Thank you so much for waiting for our presentation. So thank you for your time and opportunity today to introduce a proposal for an urban regeneration development project today. My name is Mike Kwok from the BHS Strategic Planning Group, and I'm working as a project manager for the proposal. So our contents are divided into 3 parts. The first part would be the project description. The second part would be the basic plan and the design concept of our proposal. And lastly will be proposed business structure and future project schedules. So our project history dates back to DNCC's plans for urban regeneration land development of 71 Gosan Avenue and the Banani Community Center in October 2020. Shortly after, the BHI contacted and discussed the project with the DNCC and submitted an expression of interest, as you can see on the slides. And these are the time frame of the project developments, so you can briefly read through it. So essentially, the BHI goal is to construct the iconic high-rise buildings with landmark design in key central areas of Dhaka to provide a sufficient commercial and office spaces. Not only that, we are well aware of the serious parking problems and need of the revitalization of the downtown district. So our expected benefits and merits also asserts a solution for the practical issues that the Dhaka city desires to resolve. The BHI's design concept is based on the 3 essential parts of the mixed-use complex development. First is symbolic identity from the landmark design and revitalizing the district. Second is serving the public demand to provide a commercial, office, residential, cultural, and entertainment spaces for the future city development. Lastly is creating a sustainability and harmony with the neighborhoods. So our basic plan for the construction of the 2 sites is to implement a state-of-the-art technologies. Steel frame construction used by the top-down methods, providing a higher level of durability, affordability, sustainability, and constructability compared to the conventional methods, which is reinforced concrete construction and bottom-up methods. However, it does not mean we are taking conventional methods out of our options. So we are depending on the situations or circumstances, we will choose the most optimal solutions available. Moreover, we propose to start from the 71 Gosan Avenue and move on to the Banani Community Center sequentially to maximize the efficiency of the use of the construction resources. And the next slide shows our initial stage of drawings for the projects. These are the drawings for the ground floors, and we are expecting to build up the buildings higher than the 25th floor. And these are the drawings for the underground floors. As I previously pointed out, underground parking space will tackle the critical parking problems in the capital city. And not only that, in case of the community center, we will set up a temporary shops made out of the long-lasting panel during our construction period to successfully relocate the current small shop owners inside the center. Additionally, our plan is creating an underground passage to maximize the accessibility of both the market square and the building. Our business model is based on the public-private partnership, and the special purpose company will be established with all investing parties as major shareholders. BHI will be the main contractor to carry out the projects. 30% of the equity will be consist of BHI Group and the potential partners, along with the 70% of the debt will be from the Korean banks such as the Export-Import Bank of Korea or other investment companies. As you can see, the estimated project cost is $100 million in total. And lastly, our future project schedule. After shortly from the joint platform meeting, we are expecting the PPA to deliver a formal proposal to the DNCCs. After that, we'll be following the pre-feasibility studies. And a few months later, we're expecting the cooperation agreement with the DNCCs and contracting the design with the architecture company and conducting a feasibility studies. And 5 months later, we're expecting the completion of the final feasibility studies and establishing a special purpose company and signing the MOU with the DNCCs. And we will also obtain the construction permission and finally close the project financing. And we're expecting to start the construction on 23 March. Our goal is to start the construction as soon as possible and prepare to do so by every means. We kindly ask for the cooperation from all participants to speed up the process to start the development successfully. Thank you very much.
So now we have the full project from the Korea side, and then detailed discussion or clarification to be done later on. Now from the Bangladesh side. The next one, Chairman of Lajuk will make a presentation for the Phubacha New Town development. Please warm welcome to the Honorable Secretary of Lajuk.
Good afternoon. Honorable CEO, PPP Authority Bangladesh and Secretary of the Government of Bangladesh, and CU Kain, and distinguished, and His Excellency Ambassador of Bangladesh, Mr. Dalwar Hussain, and distinguished delegates from Bangladesh and Korea. I would like to welcome the new project presentation from Rajuk, the presentation on construction of high-rise apartment for high, middle, and low-income group at Purbasal Newton project. Actually, I was the witness of the project signing of the last our Purbasal Modern Town Electric Generation project. It is my opportunity to discuss about something about our coming through project. One is this is our plan. We will discuss about brief high-rise apartment and about the objective and project rationale, location of the high-rise apartment in our certain block, and rules and responsibility of the parties if we take any project to PPP and propose development. Actually, we know Dhaka is one of the oldest cities of the world. Initially, it was situated in the bank of river Buriganga. Initially, it was a planned city, but later it became an unplanned city. Our planned city is first of Wari and Dhanmondi. Later on, Rajuk started his work from 1956 and established Gulshan, Barani, Nikunju, Uttara, and cities. Now we are working to establish Purbasal New Town, Jilmili. We have another two future projects to establish two other towns near Dhaka, one Turak, and other city in our Karadiganj. But at present, Purbasal is very nearest to our main Dhaka city. We have a plan, established a well plan in a smart city near Dhaka, because is the tremendous population pressure on Dhaka city. In a new independent and full-fledged township will be established and plan for transport of a total of 1.5 million people from Dhaka city. 18 kilometers from Dhaka city center and 12 kilometers from Kuril flyover nearest to the international airport. Almost 6,077.3 acres of land, including the approach road, 1.50 acre. 26,287 residential plots of various categories, along with the administrative, commercial, educational, institutional, utility, and social infrastructure plot and independent CBDs distributed. Project objective is to minimize the accommodation problem of Dhaka, to meet the burgeoning need of the housing for large number of the populace, to provide environmental friendly house with the all modern facilities, to develop a plan and urbanization ensuring the optimum use of land, to set a new example by providing an environment friendly urbanization in Bangladesh, to develop a comprehensive smart city in Bangladesh, about our Purvasal Newton city. It is an exemplary project to be implemented in both public and private sector investment and resources. Private investment is expected to increase quality level of service and or reduce the time of implement. And private investment can provide opportunity for the innovation and diversity, and credible opportunity to attract investment and promote for competition among private investors, which may reduce cost. Now, we have a plan to establish high-rise apartment project in Purvasal Newtown project. There is a provision of apartment block housed in the Purvasal Newtown project, 5 blocks for the high-rise and middle-income people, and 9 blocks for low-income group on 89.4.8 acres of land. Here is the location of Purvachal, which is 18 kilometers from our main Dhaka city. This is the project connectivity, connected by the 300 feet wide road and connected to our Dhaka airport and eastern bypass, and it will be, in future it will be connected to the metro rail from Dhaka city. You can see in the Google map location, the location of our Purvasal Newtown, where today's project will be implemented about our electricity supply. These are our location of high-rise apartment blocks. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 block we have especially marked for the construction of our high-rise apartment building. There is a total summary of our total Purvasal township. We have 303 plot for our residential purpose, and the size of the plot are 3 kata, 5 kata, 7.5 and 10 katas. We have a high-rise block in the 5, 9 and block 2. We have an educational and research institution plot 172 and health and sports facilities plot 196 and administrative and commercial plot 1,598 and utility and others 798 and lake and green area 139 plot, road and pedestrian almost 26.59%. Here is our about high-rise apartment in sector 2 income group, high-rise apartment for middle and high income group. In sector 2, 15.84 acre and site number 2, 21.17 acre. Total area in the 5 sector will be 100 15.57 acres. And apartment block for our low income, there will be in the 9th sector. Total land will be the 89.48 acres. Area of the apartment total 205.05 acres in all the sectors. Here is the location and proposed development. High income group apartment per square feet 1500 to 1800 and duplex building 3000 square feet and another 2500 square feet and studio net 500 square feet. And middle income group we are proposing to 1000 to 1250 square feet and facilities of high-rise and middle-income group. There will be swimming pool, community space, mosque and prayer space, departmental store, play zone, walking and jogging track, primary school with daycare facilities, waste disposal system, medical center, clinic, utility facilities like gas station and others, water, fire system, CCTV, and others. And facilities for low-income group, where it will be ensured primary school, waste disposal system, medical center, store for shopping, daily essential, community shops, utility facilities, and others. And design issue, consider master plan, plot design guide, pedestrian network, street network, access point, and other you have seen in the scheme. Design issues about the apartment building, context identification, development of the controls, site development, amenity configuration, and performance. Design issues about the context of context identification apartment building types, local character and context, specific and individual sites, development of controls, primary controls, building envelopes, building height, floor area ratio, building depth, building separation, street setback, and side and rear setback. About performance, energy efficiency, water management, waste management, and building maintenance. About the amenity and some of the configuration you have seen in the screen details. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. The last project explanation going to be done by the Joint Secretary Abu Bashar of PPPA. Please give him a warm welcome.
Respected Secretary and CEO PPP Authority Bangladesh, and Secretary and Chairman Rajuk Bangladesh, Excellency Mr. Delwar Hossain, Ambassador of Bangladesh Korea, high officials from MOLIT and CEO Kind, and distinguished guests and the colleagues, good evening. I will present another 4 projects. Just a little bit information. A design and construction of Dhaka subway route 0, because route is not finalized. In Bangladesh government will final 6 line will create. This is the initial stage, so route is not final. It is the transport sector project under Bridges Authority, Ministry of Roads and Bridge, Roads and Bridge. Bridge Division is the another division under the Roads and Bridge Ministry. This location is Dhaka City Corporation to Tongi and Tongi to Keraniganj. Adjacent middle connection to the Dhaka city. Project objective is to reduce traffic congestion and around the Dhaka city through establishing in a new high capacity transport system. They are expecting 60,000 passengers per hour they will carry between Tongi Junction and Jhilmil. Jhilmil, the Rajuk new residential area. And project scope is the 29 kilometer, is connect Tongi river and Shodorghat through an underground tunnel, which will be the board mechanized methods, and also connect Shodorghat and Mohakhali, neither of which will be served by any MRT lines. And is the major multimodal hubs will all be in the same line. The total number of the stations will be 24. And estimated cost is 1100, around 1200 million. And land acquisition is expected about 100 hectares. And all will be depends on the finalized after the feasibility study. It is the initial stage. Our bridge division is proposed this project. And second project is multi-purpose water terminal. It is on the river port. Establishment of multi-purpose water terminal of economic zone Gojaria. Gojaria Munchiganj is very near to Dhaka city, is our new garments zone, economic zone on garments, ready-made garments. It is the transport sector project, and Bangladesh Inland Water Transport Authority, the contracting authority, and Ministry of Shipping as a ministry. And purpose of these projects to strengthen the capacity of regional and sub-regional water trade of Bangladesh to facilitate bulk and container access from short sea and inland river ports. And to provide necessary infrastructure in proportion of going bulk natural freight demand in the port areas to ensure smooth and safe movement to goods in the proposed river port areas. And these projects cost is estimated cost is around 300 million USD, and will be required after studies, feasibility study, then land acquisition will be finalized, though it will be finalized after feasibility study. And multipurpose terminal with yard and equipment facilities. It is the Mongla port areas. Mongla port is our second largest port in Bangladesh after Chittagong port. They will create a number 4 terminal. In PPP basis, we are establishing another 2 ports, port number 2 and 3, and they will want to establish number 4. And it is the under Shipping Ministry and the Mongla Port Authority, the contracting authority. The objective of the project is to build up operational capacity of Mongla Port. Mongla Port, only vehicle comes from Mongla Port, and their growth is so high. They are expecting 1.5 million TEUs cargo above 130 million metric tons will have to handling in future. so they need to another terminal. So this project's cost is the estimated project cost around 250 million USD, and 200 acres land acquisition required, but all land under these Mongla Port Authority areas. This is the positive sign. Mongla Port Authority arranged this land. And last one, our new seaport is Paira Port Authority. Present government is creating is a new avenue in this transport sector. And Paira Port Authority under the Ministry of Shipping, they are working. This location of this project is Kolapada, Patuakhali district. And the Paira Port requires handling the vessel like container vessels, including mainline and feeder container carries, container carrying barge and river craft. Port is, the project scope is that the project will have 20 kilometers long deep water quay for a vessel coming from international destination. It will comprise several jetties to handle several vessels together. Estimated cost of this project is 3,900 million USD, and land acquisition is not required because it is under the master plan of Paira Port Authority. So it is the positive sign. This is the 4 projects from our side. If in Korean side identified the investors, then we will search the next step and conduct the feasibility study, and we'll move first our next step. Thank you very much. And we have received our Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujib Shilpanagar water supply here, already Taeyong presented, but we have received the proposal from ministry. It is good news. After declaration, we will work together. Thank you very much.
자, 여러분 이제 마지막 세션입니다. Now, this is the last session. Before the closing, the comment from the CEO, let me summarize today's the meeting as well. So we declared the Pubachan Newtown electrical distribution line, and there are 9 projects, 4 from the Korean side proposed, and then 5 also proposed from the Bangladesh side. And one good news, as Madam and other guys mentioned, that the one project, water supply to BSMN and industrial complex, will be proposed from the Bangladesh side as well. So we should think about a new additional declaration prospect for the upcoming 5th joint platform. 큰 박수 한번 부탁드립니다. 이제 마지막으로 PPPA 청장님 및 카인드 사장님의 마지막 말씀을 듣겠습니다. Now, Honorable Secretary and CEO of PPP Authority, Madam Sultana Aproz will deliver her closing speech. Please warm welcome to her. 박수 부탁드립니다. Yeah, we can hear you. Mm-hmm.
Honorable CEO, Kind, also our Honorable Secretary and Chairman Rajuk, His Excellency the Ambassador of Bangladesh to Korea, and all other distinguished guests, my colleagues from PPPA, Good afternoon again, good evening. I think we all believe that we had a successful fourth PPPA joint platform meeting, and we had a very good discussions. We are very thankful that the Vice Minister of Emolit joined and had a very good deliberation regarding our partnership and friendship between these two countries. Kind CEO also spoke about our working relation and how Bangladesh government and Republic of Korea has our strong bilateral relationship and already established a very good working relation with PPPA and Kind. Though Kind was established in 2018, while I was discussing with the respected CEO at his office today, but I think for Bangladesh, it's not new, though it is from 2018, but I think we became very close, PPP Authority and Kind. We met personally this time with the CEO, but we met your other colleagues in Bangladesh, and we started discussing about all these projects, to be implemented and to be supported by the Korea and Bangladesh. So today, our principal secretary, despite his busy schedule, from another meeting, he joined, and that shows our, high-level commitment from the government. And of course, we had a very good discussions. The companies we met this morning, and also we have seen their presentation today, and this commitment from your side. And most important, that this Purvachal project is very important for Bangladesh, and we thank you for the declaration of this project in today's meeting. That's our success, I think, both Korea and Bangladesh. And we also proposed a few projects, and one project is common, which both the countries, they placed it to this meeting, and I have already received the letter from the minister, Honorable Minister for Local Government, and before I left Bangladesh, he called me and he said, I want that you should get some kind of cooperation from the Korea to implement this project in Bangladesh. So once again, on behalf of my people, on behalf of government of Bangladesh, I would like to thank Korea, government of Korea, and of course, Ministry of Land, Infrastructure and Transport, and CEO Kind, for all your support and all your hospitality during our visit to Korea. And we are very much looking forward to working together. And I hope we are in a win-win situation, and we are working for the people of Korea and Bangladesh together. Thank you very much. Thank you all.
여러분 큰 박수 부탁드리겠습니다. Thank you, madam, and thank you for your message. 이제 카인드 사장님의 폐회사입니다. Mr. Lee will deliver his closing speech to all. Please warm welcome to Mr. Lee.
Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me a great pleasure to close the first Korea-Bangladesh joint PPP platform meeting here. Let me begin by expressing my deep appreciation to the Honorable Secretary and CEO of PPPA, Madam Sultana Afroz, who made the decision to visit Korea with diversified delegation, which not easy one in this COVID situation. Thanks to all, today's meeting has concluded with a good result. It also has been a great honor and pleasure for Kind to host and welcome the distinguished guest. As I mentioned in the welcoming speech, from now on, we also need to focus on the project implementation, to make a success story. We need to do a brainstorming together, how to work, how to coordinate, and how to compensate. Because Bangladesh and Korea are now one team. Year of 2023 will be the monument year, which marks the 5th anniversary of the establishment of a diplomatic tie between two countries. I hope that existing confirmed project as well as new potential project will continue to gain crucial achievement in order to our vision into reality with concrete outcomes in next year. KIND will continue to extend its full support for it. Once again, thank you very much for being here all. It must be a good opportunity to reaffirm cooperative relationship between Korea and Bangladesh. Hoping to see you at the 5th joint PPP platform meeting in Dhaka within this year. I wish you all good health and wellness until next time. 아발 데카 허베 감사합니다.
Thank you, Mr. Lee. 다시 한번 큰 박수 부탁드립니다. Please give him a big hand. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the Korea-Bangladesh first joint PPP platform meeting, and hope you have a valuable time, and hope that we'll see you soon in Dhaka, like Mr. Lee said that. 감사합니다. 다카에서 뵙겠습니다. 감사합니다. Thank you.